Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Geeta and Dnyaneshwari, Adhyay 6, the chapter 6, and the OVs and shlokas are 16, 17, 18 shlok, the verses. And from 345 to 356, I think, OVs will be there. These are very important if you want to study the yoga as per the Sant Dnyaneshwar and Sri Krishna. नात्यश नतुस्तु योगोस्ति न चैकांत मनश्नतः न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य जागृतो नैव चार्जुन च अर्जुन न एव means, hey Arjun, these are the things you should not do if you want to become yogi. What are those things? The last I told you. The first things, natyashnatu natyashna tastu yogosti yoga asti means you should not be eating too much or not eating at all. Avoid these extremes. You are sleeping too much or you are not sleeping at all. Avoid these things. Then only it means if whatever you do, don't take the extremities. Balance everything in your everyday life. He is not talking about the something extreme thing. He is talking about everyday life, living in a family or whatever it may be. Don't take extremities. Even in life, you might be knowing that a person with balanced head is appreciated much more and becomes a better leader than the person who takes extreme sides. For example, if somebody commits a small mistake, he's punished a lot, or he'll not punish at all. So, many a times it is said that if you behave with very much trust and very much love, you will be killed with your dose positivity that somebody will dupe you and you'll get killed. At the same time, if you uh, behave harshly with someone, then someone who has been suffered a lot through your activities or atrocities or imperialistic way or egotism and all those things, uh, then suppression is there. Then somebody who has suffered from that is going to kill you. I mean, this is what is been taught to the soldiers, for example. And hence you have to balance. Here you have to use your, the real powers. That is also very important. What is happening? This is very important for the environmental life on the Mother Earth as well. We are trying to create a human colony everywhere. So what is happening that we are trying to encroach every land possible, every place possible, and somehow nature can strike back because uh, at least 1 million species are there, but only one species becoming dominant, then the biochemical cycle may get affected. Okay, so many things are there, right from individual level to family level, society level, a city level, or province level, nation level, or the world level, or even infinite universes level also. Balance is very important, and balance should not be for bad things but for good things only. So now what Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is saying, जो रसनेंद्रियाचा अंकिला का निद्रेसी जीव विकला तो नाही येत म्हणितला अधिकारिया. The person who has been sold for his tongue, I mean he's eating a lot, का निद्रेसी जीव विकला, and eating a lot and sleeping a lot, then he has not been authorized to pursue the yoga. Okay. अथवा आग्रहाची बांदोडी क्षुधा तृषा कोंडी आहाराते तोडी मारुनिया, or otherwise you are not eating or not even drinking water, and you are I shall not eat food, and I shall not drink water, like that I will, or something like that, for bad things. Extreme. Eating a lot, sleeping a lot, or not eating and not sleeping at all. So these extremities you should avoid straight away. निद्रेच्या वाटा नवचे ऐसा दृढी वेचणी अवतरणे नाचे जे शरीराची नव्हे तयाचे मा योगू कवणाचा और अदरवाइज you do everything and anything in extreme and it looks like it's like a it is like a ghost is dancing through your body. That is what the translation of this is. Okay. Avtarne nache, I mean, like that. Are you behaving like a devil or the non-human being, or you are behaving like a human being, living everything in Maryada Purushottam Ram? Maryada Purushottam is living in limits. Whatever you are doing, you are living in limits, doing in limits with, with everyday tasks, for example, eating, sleeping, office work, whatever work you are doing. ओके. म्हणून अतिशय विश्व सेवा त्याचा विरोध न व्हावा का सर्वथा निरोध करावा हेही नको. सो डुईंग एनिथिंग अँड एव्हरीथिंग टू मच अँड डुईंग नथिंग, दिस टू थिंग्स शुड बी अवॉइडेड. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट, many times it happens that some people are there, they are devoted for certain things. Those people happen to avoid the sleep or eating or something and get devoted to the work. That also should be avoided. You should give chance to your biochemical cycle of the body, at least that much which is required. Okay, now the next Shlok, the verse is very important. You will find it in all the places wherever you will learn the yoga. Okay. युक्त आहार विहारस्य युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. It means bhavadukkhya means to born as any species, live and die. To born as any species, live and die. This cycle, bhavadukkhya. You have to get rid of this cycle of born and living and death. How it can be done? This is the last, bhavati dukkha. This is the real sorrow of a life, unhappiness in life. So as a human being, what you should do? Yukta ahara viharasya. Yukta means balanced diet, balanced way you should move anywhere, everywhere, wherever you want to go only for work or for certain important things. Yukta cheshtasya karmasya, you do the work as work is worship. Yukta swapna bodhasya, now this is the way. If you are living every day, then even in sleep, you will get those kinds of dreams which you are living everyday life. And then only you can become a yogi, and then you can get rid of this, the cycle of births. So 8.4 million births are there, whatever you might be knowing. So, Yukt Ahar Viharasya. Maryada Purushottam Ram. Why Maryada Purushottam? Means the person who has realized the importance of every stage of life, every state of life, every phase of life, and how to live, why to live, and how to remain alert at every moment and remain one with God. That he comes to know, he came to know, and even we, you, me, and everybody can come to know that. Swami, my Sadguru used to say that if you live like this, I can give it you in writing. Give it you in writing on a stamp paper that you can achieve the mukti. So this is what is there. आहार तरी सेवेचे परी युक्तीचे मापे मवीजे क्रियाजात आचरेजे तयाची स्थिती. Ahar means you are eating, but you are eating with yukti in an idealistic way. Yukti means with a proper trick. And kriyajata acharya, you are doing work is worship. You are behaving properly with everyone, and that is the sthiti. Then you can understand that is the sthiti. That is the way a yogi is living. Yuja Jundati Yoga, we already saw that how our soul becomes one with the infinite soul, and we remain in that state of mind that is known as the heavenly state of mind. That sthiti you can achieve and attain. Mabitala pitala boli bolize, mitala pauli chalije, nidre manu dize avsare eke. So you speak with a balanced way, मितेला पावली चालीजे wherever it is required you are walking properly, not dan like you are behaving properly, walking properly. Didri manu dije, you are respecting your sleep as well, that you give time to sleep. Avsare ki. Okay, I mean, this is what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying, that soldiers are trained for certain things. Even laborers are also trained. First time when soldiers take a training, they say, oh. But later on, they get used to for 8 hours. Even laborers are get used to for that. Even studies as well. First time you study, Bapre, 1 hour I studied. Then after some time, 8 hours, only 8 hours I studied. Like that. You sit for meditation. Oh, only 1 hour. 3 hours. Only 3 hours I sit for meditation. It's something like that happens. So once you practice, you get used to for that. Then good things become a way of life. You should not addicted to bad things as such. But even good things are, if you are, even if you are doing good things, you should every day you should stop somewhere so that you get time to eat, sleep, and live a normal life like every human being. Like that you should behave. जागणे तरी झाले तरी व्हावे ते मितले येतुलेनी धातू साम्य संचले असेल सुखे. So even if, for example, you are sleeping at 9 o'clock in the night, for example, if somebody said I have night duty, okay, then come back from night duty, sleep in the morning. I mean, you have to understand those things. 9 o'clock, for example, you are sleeping, so not 9:30, maximum 10 o'clock you should sleep. You are waking up at 6 o'clock, okay. There are some people who have certain job, they have to study a lot, then they take only 5 hours sleep. That is okay. One of my friend, he became a very good doctor. He said that throughout year I studied so hard, so well, that I used to take only 4 to 5 hours sleep. And in summers, since last 3 months after 12th examination, 3 months holiday are there, for example, April, May, June. So every day I am sleeping 8 to 10 hours and still I am getting a sleep. Because since last, for example, 8 to 10 months, he was studying hard. Okay. So you imagine, if you don't do balance there, then your balance will be achieved somewhere else. So in 3 months, he used to take a good sleep. Then even then he balanced his studies well when he went to MBBS or something like that. He became a very big, he is a renowned physician now. Okay, so what happens that if you balance your life well, then it doesn't hurt your family, yourself, and even society as well. If you do extremities, then there are dictators, then there are miscreants, then there are so many things happen, and hence you have to live a balanced life. In India, for example, there is man and jan. Man means your mind tries to balance your life. Jan means people also try to balance your life. You should not go extremities, this and that. That's the kind of society we have since millions of years. And that's how they survived so many atrocities from inside or outside. Because you cannot think that only atrocities came from outside the India. Inside also some kind of atrocities would have been there. Might be there. Sometimes pandemic is there coming from outside, can be generated from inside as well. But 99.99% society is very well balanced in India. They try to control the social structure well. And that has come because of these millions of years of practices, and the feeding of these sadhus and saints and avatari purush and all those people. Okay, so मपितला बोली बोली से मितला पावली चाली से दिद्रे मानु दीजिए अवसर है कि you should give, you should behave properly, walk properly, sleep properly, give time for that. And for example, once somebody said, so he works in the emergency services, for example, fire department or medical services. but still they have been given training for that. I give an example of uh, my own example. For example, when we were working in Arunachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, once there was an earthquake. So everybody started running here and there. I said, just come to the ground. Then it was still shaking. For example, 5-10 seconds it shook. Then we came out. Once more it shook. At that time, I told them. For example, we were some 22, 24 people were there. So I said, we six people, 5, 6 people will go on this side, east, west, north, south, something like that. And who are expert in this, who are expert in that. Just 2 minutes we discuss and we went for the work. Even in emergencies, you should plan like that, and that's why training is given for fire department, military services, medical services, and even trials are taken because of that. And then we perform well, and all those things happen. So so practice makes man perfect. That is also true. So जागण्यात जरी झाले तरी व्हावे ते भीतरे येतुलीने धातू साम्य संचले असेल सुखी. Okay, so even if you have to keep yourself awake, you are sleeping at 9 o'clock in the night, you should not go beyond 9:30 or 10 o'clock. If you are sleeping at 10 o'clock, you should not go beyond 10:30 or 11 o'clock. Something like that. If you are a student, then you are sleeping at 1 o'clock in the night and waking up at 6 o'clock. That is, you have to balance yourself, find out your ways out. Okay? And night duty and all those things, I already told you that you can balance it well. So for them, 9 o'clock in the night becomes 9 o'clock in the morning if night duty is there, for example. So that is how you have to balance yourself. ऐसे युक्तीचे नि हाते जय इंद्रिया वोपी जे भाते तै संतोषासी वाढते मनची करी. Like this, if you live with the trick, and then your all the organs, all there are 37 trillion cells are there. They get in your body, they get used to for that, and then your body, mind, soul becomes one with the God, and then you experience the santosh, means the self happiness, self realization, self enlightenment, self awakening, and then your mind starts cooperating with your body and all these things. you know in even in old age, for example, uh, sometimes in old age may or may not be possible, but your mind is always engrossed in that Paramatma. That can happen. Okay, so because everybody has different lifestyle, different these things, and in this, in pandemic, a lot of people have taken the vaccines and all those things. There are side effects of so many medicines nowadays. So anything can happen to anybody, but still your mind remains one with the God if you try to live a life yoga yukta, well balanced, devoted to God, as the work is worship every day. Okay, so युक्त आहार विहारस्य युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. So the way you live the life, even you get the dreams like that. Okay, यदा विनीतं चित्तम् आत्मन्नेवावतिष्ठते निस्पृह सर्वकामेभ्यो युक्त इत्युच्यते तदा. Now, once you become disciplined like this, then your mind, body, soul, they get their energy behind those things get merged with the energy of the God. You become one with the God, and then your wishes and all those things, they have they get diluted simply. And then at that time people say he has become siddha or whatever it may be, and then you nispro. There are not much expectation, not much wishes, there are not much things left in a life. Still you live a very beautiful, good and purposeful life. That is very important. बाहेर युक्तीची मुद्रा पडे तेव्हा आत सुख वाढे तेथे सहजची योगू घडे नाभ्यासिता. Now you are practicing this for several years, then what happens, that whatever you do, you will try to find out a way out how to remain one with the god. For example, if a fighter is there, he's always find a way to uh, to fight and get over the enemies. A businessman is there, he'll always find a way to earn the profit. A politician, he'll always find a way to remain at the top and rule the world, for example. Similarly, these people who are yogi, they find out a way how to remain one with the God. Like a river flows and merges into the sea. That's how you remain one with the infinite God. Yujo Injati Yoga, your soul becomes one with the God. You remain in that state of mind, heavenly state of mind. That's how you try to live 24 by 7, 24 hours, 7 days a week. I don't know, maybe in future this may be not there. Okay, this standard practice is because 25 hours a day is going to happen after 100 million years on Mother Earth. Okay, so throughout the day you live, and then you become one with the God, you become a harmless creature, and you will be loved by all, and God will love you, you will love the God. That's how it is, it happens. Okay, बाहेर युक्तीची मुद्रा पडे. सो वॉट एवर यू डू इनसाइड, फॉर एक्झाम्पल इफ यू थिंक बॉडी इज अस, चैतन्यमय काय दॅट योगी गेट्स, but at the same time if you see that whatever you do inside your mind, that is reflected through your your speech and actions as well. तेव्हा आज सुख वाढे, whatever you do outside, then you become inside very happy, joyful. तेथे सहजची योगुकडे नाभ्यसत. Now even if you do not study, do not meditate, do not practice this archan and all those things, I mean arti or puja, or studying the books like maybe Bible, Gita, Quran or Puran or whatever it may be, still even if you are not practicing, means not doing your abhyas, means studies, means sadhana, means meditation and all those things, japa tapa japa dhyana, jap only dhyana, and so many things they do. So even namaz zada karna and mass and all those things are there. So chanting bhajan, chanting Rama Nam, whatever you are doing as per told by your guru or seniors, still you happen to experience that thing, the yogi, you have become one with the God, and happening everything like God is doing everything through your body. You experience that. Nabhyasita, even if you are not 24 by 7, you you remain in yoga sthiti, a meditative state or bhakta state or whatever. Even if you are not doing sadhana, 24 by 7, you can remain in that state of mind. Okay. जैसे भाग्याचे भडसे उद्यमाचे निमिसे, मग समृद्धी जाता पैसे घर रिघे. Now what happens that once we start one step towards God, God comes with the infinite steps towards you. We decided I am going to be enlightened soul, so we start performing sadhana. Infinite step, it comes and helps us. That is infinite energy. God is infinite energy. Even 8 billion people become against you. Still infinite energy is infinite energy. So once you are on the right path, walk on that path. And righteous path told by the which your script you are following, for example Gita or whatever it may be. So now what happens that once you decide, you walk one step, infinite step, God comes. So when you start studying that, no, I have to study, the God helps you the infinite ways. He will help you in studies. If you start to do business, God will help you in infinite ways. Maybe you fail in this, but maybe successful in other things. It may happen. There are so many things in business. And then samruddhi means you become rich. Once your wish and God wish becomes one, then only it happens. There are so many people who are working hard. Some billionaires think they are only working hard. It is not the thing. Everybody is working hard. Only thing that God's wish and his wish become one, and that is why he became a billionaire or something, millionaire or whatever it may. Now, what happens that, for example, we do certain work and then we get this salary. Okay. Once I was called for the vice chancellor position by someone. He said, "Come here. So this is the in 8-10 hours you'll have to do this. Then I shall tell you those work only we'll have to do." I said, as a VC, whatever you are telling, I have been used to for this. I shall do it in 1 hour. Whatever you are doing in 8 hours, rest of the 7 hours, I shall do research, these things, that training these people, that people, and so many things I shall do. He said, "We don't want that person. I want that person who will listen to me and he'll do my work." I mean, even in education, even in other organizations and so many places, exploitation is there. I don't know what happens to those people who exploit others. For example, in 101 countries, including India, the workers are not provided the helmet even. They are not provided the place to eat, to sleep, or rest for some time. So this is not a balanced way. That person cannot become yogi definitely. Whosoever is doing that, we don't want to go on that path. For example, we will live, let others live, and help others live to live a better life. And if you raise the voice, they will say you are not a fit person to work over here, or all those things. I mean, exploitation is the way of life. Then that person cannot become a yogi. I mean, I don't know about others, but karma vipak siddhanta is there, karma cycle, for example, that will come back to him or her someday, sometime. So we are on this path, so we'll live a balanced life. We'll try to become the harmless creature, and uh, whatever. So whatever you do, give it to me. That is was what Paramahansa Yogananda used to say. That's what Shri Krishna says. So if you have to offer the prayers, you will try to give the good things. If you have to offer everything to a small child, you will try to get to good things only. Like that, whatever you try to give it to the society, yourself, your family, and everybody, you try to get the good things only. And that's why you have to live a balanced life. Because many a times, if you take extreme step, you already saw that, then we can become harmful not only to self, to others as well. तैसा युक्तिमंतू कौतुके अभ्यासाची मोहरा ठाके आणि आत्मसिद्धीचे पिके अनुभवू. Now this is how, if you try to find a way to live nitya mukta, then this also becomes your studies, everyday penance as well, every moment to moment penance, J Krishnamurti used to say. And atma siddhiche pike, that's how you grow the land with Atma Siddhi. Then you grow the land with the crop having Atma Siddhi. Beautiful language. Huh? So every moment, at every point of life, every phase, every moment, every cycle of life, every hour, phase, cycle, every place, then with every human being, interpersonal excellence, at every place you will be achieving Atma Siddhi, Nitya Muktata, Atma Dhyan at all the places. Enlightenment, self-realization, self-awakening, you become a super conscious being at all the times. And you can experience it at every moment if you live like this. That's why Shri Krishna and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying, Anubhutayacha. You just try, experience this the way I told you, just live. That is what Shri Krishna and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj are saying. You can experience it. म्हणून युक्ती हे पांडवा घडे जया सदैवा तो अपवर्गीची ये राणीवा अहंकारी जे. And this is the biggest secret that I am telling you. And this is how this trick you just adopt. Then what will happen? You will be crowned as the Nityamukta king. It means you become Swamiji used to say Swananda Samrajyata Chakravarti, means he becomes the king of the kings of the joyful state of mind. That is what is, he is giving in writing, Dhaneshwar Maharaj and Shri Krishna. So that's what, that's how the life we should live. That is what they are expecting. So that we become Yujunjati Yoga, you become yogi, you become bhakta, you cannot be separated from God, and you have become Swananda Samrajyata Chakravarti, means the king of the kings of the joyful state of mind. Beautiful. Let us try to live such a life. Thank you very much.